building where they find the blueprints, and they discover, for the first time, the previous
That's
team's remnants. So, okay, they say that this is blueprints, right? And then they say that's the exact same blueprint that they have. And one of them says, maybe they were Bly was sending different teams here and they failed. Zach also said that with each time they went a little farther um, to reaching the safe. So there were definitely previous teams that tried to get in there but failed. And obviously, this is probably the fourth time. We'll get into that thing later, but this is the blueprint scene, and they discover for the first time that there was previous teams that came into here, and then he asks, and also I noticed Vandero's face during the scene. He was he was very stoic. He was unmoved. He didn't care because probably seemed like to him it probably seemed like, oh, I was part of that previous team, you know.
should also reference he's the one who name dropped alphas
Yes,
before that.
yes, yes, yes. So before that, he was also the one who name dropped alphas before Coyote explains to them what alphas are. So that's also one point to keep in mind. And then in the blueprint scene, he was saying nothing. He never said a word. He just kept quiet. And even when Scott brought up that it could probably be previous teams, he said nothing, and he was just listening and watching, not even expressions of surprise or curiosity or anything like that. And then he asks the Martin guy, do you know about this? And he says, news to me. By the looks of his expressions, it seems like he was lying, but it also feels like he probably didn't know and tried to cover up for his boss. So it's hard to read his face because from his expression, it does seem like he's lying. But then it could also be that he doesn't want to paint a target on his back so that they don't ask him more questions. So he probably didn't know, but still he said that he doesn't know, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't I don't think he went in with the other teams,
Yeah,
but like if Bly Tanaka did send in other teams, then how was he expecting to get the zombie head or the blood?
exactly.
So I'm kind of interested about. So maybe Martin was with them, or maybe Bly knows that this is a different timeline and Martin lives in it. Martin goes through every single timeline, but Martin doesn't remember. So I don't know.
Can we
Yeah,
just agree
it's
that Bly Tanaka definitely knows way more than he was letting on?
I don't think he knows about aliens or time loops, but I think he knows about something.
I
I'm not
definitely
saying
think
he
he knows
knows.
about
He
the
could
aliens
know.
because he was working with the
Yeah,
government people.
he could know about them, but I'm not saying for certain he does. But he definitely knows something more.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Because he
I
was
do agree.
disappointed. He was really disappointed.
Yeah,
I mean, he was going to get rich because 250 million is nothing compared to the billions that they would pay. Because if it is true that yes, they do want to make an army, first of all, against who, right? I mean, you're living generally very peacefully on Earth. So who do you want to infect or who do you want to kill?
well, against
Um,
the other countries, they would make the zombie army because they're expendable anyway, so they don't have to send in or risk human lives and sacrifice them in order to win wars. They could just send in these dead people and they would win wars for them.
I think he looks like he's not doing too bad for money.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was doing it for the money or more. He was doing it for the recognition.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
the
Bly Tanaka, the
the
creator of zombie armies, would make him even more rich, or whatever.
yeah
His
or
status would
yeah
increase.
the man who captured or killed Zeus and the Queen and was able to
Yeah,
give the government the cure to save the world from zombies or something like that. Like his everyone wants a legacy.
yeah.
His money, like he has money. Maybe that's why he wanted his legacy to be.
It would be a huge advancement in American warfare to have that kind of army and not make human lives sacrifice in wars and stuff, and they could easily have a very big advantage against other countries. So that's actually a
But
brilliant idea.